Rio should be faced with this dilemma.
Zika virus is a scary thing that is very unknown. Hopefully some of those unknowns will become a little bit more known with the research that they do in the following months.
We're certainly sensitive to the fact that this has become a global issue.
A state of emergency is being issued over dengue fever on the Big Island, as the state reported one new case, bringing the total number of cases to 251.
Tonight, investigators believe they're getting closer to finding the source of a salmonella outbreak in Estill County. This comes as more illnesses possibly linked to that outbreak are being reported.
Now to a health scare on a local college campus. 100 students are sick at Ursinus College, and tonight doctors are looking into whether it's food poisoning or a virus.
Well, the medical director tells us that the college has never experienced a stomach virus that's this widespread.
Ursinus College says 7 more students reported feeling sick as part of an outbreak that's brought that Montgomery County campus to a standstill. Now, the first reports came in Tuesday. Ursinus says a handful of faculty and staff have also reported symptoms. The school shut down its dining hall and canceled classes because of the outbreak. They still, though, have not figured out just what is causing this.
At the beginning of February, several small earthquakes have shaken Maine close to the Canadian border, and just today, another earthquake recorded near Rangeley.
Earthquakes are becoming more and more frequent in Kansas, with a 3.9 magnitude quake shaking Oklahoma and Kansas just last month. Now, Derby schools want to be prepared.
Substantial earthquake rattling the Sooner State today. A 3.8 magnitude quake hit near Medford around 2:40 this afternoon, according to the USGS. And it was not alone. 4 other sizable quakes struck today, ranging from 2.6 to 3.5 magnitude. No immediate word of any damage. Oklahoma this year has already had more than 90 earthquakes of magnitude 3.0 or greater.
The village of Macadam in southwest New Brunswick has become the epicenter of what is called earthquake swarms. And it's not the first time people who live around Macadam have felt the vibrations from quakes, but the residents say this most recent swarm is the worst they've ever experienced.
Just like somebody's picking your house up and holding it in the air and dropping it back down.
Others said it was as if a train had exploded through the town, or their home had been hit by an 18-wheel transport truck.
They're like explosions, and they just kept happening.
Tell me what's going on in Macadam. It's quite a mystery there.
And good morning, Heather. That's right, certainly a mystery, and these aren't the kind of earthquakes, or the descriptions of these events aren't the kind of earthquakes that we're used to with the rumbling and the movement. Instead, as you said, residents are saying that they sound like explosions.
I have felt too since I've been here today. It's like a vibration stirring under your feet.
Just before 4 o'clock this morning in Taiwan, people were shaken out of bed by a magnitude 6.4 earthquake.
This is video of a deadly 6.4 magnitude earthquake that hit near the southern city of Tainan, Taiwan, Saturday.
From the air, the extent of the damage is clearly visible. 9 buildings in Tainan collapsed, but the damage is especially evident on the ground. Cars crushed, more than 500 now homeless. Seismologists say the earthquake struck close to the surface.
The entire building was just shaking very violently. It was quite loud.
The quake struck just as the Taiwanese were preparing to celebrate one of their biggest holidays, the Lunar New Year. Now it's a nation in mourning.
I felt it this morning, but a 5.1 magnitude earthquake shook homes all across Oklahoma today. According to the U.S. Geological Survey, the 5.1 rating makes it the 3rd largest earthquake in state history. Right now, homeowners say that all the shaking is starting to damage their homes.
People who fell as a magnitude 5.7 earthquake hit near Christchurch today. The quake struck shortly after 1 p.m. Pictures have emerged of a cliff face crumbling into the sea at Sumner Beach.
Rough
rough ride for passengers caught in a storm on a Royal Caribbean cruise ship off the coast of North Carolina. And Natalie's here. This is some dramatic video.
It sure does. Hey, guys, good morning. Well, the Weather Service had issued a warning for hurricane-force winds, and some passengers say the ship's crew told them about the storm and said they would try to beat it, but conditions were far worse than anyone expected.
New details tonight on the rough day at sea for thousands of people on board a Royal Caribbean cruise ship.
That's right. Tonight, a Florida senator is demanding answers, asking why did the ship sail into rough weather in the first place?
When the storm is brewing, you don't go out of port.
Florida Senator Bill Nelson is asking the question many Royal Caribbean passengers have on their mind.